We're all at RAIDBAIT time. We're all familiar with this storyline about how, we've heard about rumors all the time recently about our Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift dating, this and that. And while I was on my way back from the game I went to, I was actually planning on preparing something for YouTube to basically dispel the rumors and say, no, they're not dating. And here's why. Taylor Swift has songs before about like people with their loud opinions on the football team and everything. And she's turned down the opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show more than once now. So that just tells me that, Taylor Swift is just not a football fan because she associated it with like those annoying jerks or whatever. And I didn't think like that would have been true. And then Monday morning on the radio and then checking through YouTube and everything, I find out about Taylor Swift in the Kelce press box wearing Chiefs clothes next to Travis Kelce's mom, whom I remember seeing at the NFL draft with some YouTubers giving her a heads and tails coins for which brother to go watch anyways. So it appeared from that, my takeaway from that was, Taylor Swift must be friends with Kelce's mom. That is all we know. And then I see them walking together, I guess, leaving the stadium. And I'm like, Travis Kelce's being a good son by escorting his mom's friend out of the stadium. And same thing with seeing them in the car. And then I find out that they bought out a restaurant so that they could hang out together there. And I'm just like, dang it. They're just showing off their wealth at this point. And, Taylor Swift, I have no problems with really at all. Her songs are great. And, she does a lot of good things for people. And, her fans are great too. She's arguably the most famous musician in the world right now. And she arguably has the biggest fan base, Taylor Nation, the Swifties, whatever you want to call them. And then meanwhile, Travis Kelce, I think, is really awesome too. I had him on my fantasy league last year, and he was a big reason why I won that fantasy league. And I also thought his what he said in the Super Bowl post-game show after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl was badass, where he was talking about how like nobody was talking about the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl as all these other teams, and don't underestimate us next time, and basically being the bad cop to Patrick Mahomes' good cop, in my opinion. So I thought that was great and everything. So my point being there is I have no issue with either one of them. If they want to date, go ahead. I think that's great for both of you. And it was a good story on Saturday to when everybody found that out. Here's the problem I anticipate, which involves them, and I'm talking directly to the NFL, its employees, its public relations people, all the content creators who have to do with the NFL. And my issue is this: don't let Taylor Nation corrupt the NFL. What do I mean by that? I am hoping in the near future, like a few games from now, maybe a couple seasons from now, anything like that, I hope I don't see, pictures of Taylor Swift's cats on billboards all across stadiums and scoreboards. I don't want to see referees saying puns of Taylor Swift's songs while announcing penalties. And I don't want to see like head coaches walking around on the sidelines wearing blue jeans all the way up to their hips with suspenders and what do you call them? Like those thick glasses, like the thick hipster glasses. Mike, basically don't look like Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel can get away with that, though, because he is coaching a team that a lot of people think are the best team in the league right now, and they dropped 70 points on a team. So he can wear whatever he wants. He's earned the right. But hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say right now, because this story is so huge that it's made the NFL's social media accounts change its cover photo to the picture of Taylor Swift in the press box, and then changed the description to talk about Taylor Swift. And, the field reporter was interviewing Patrick Mahomes, not about the game, but about the fact that Taylor Swift was there. So please do not let, Taylor Nation turn the NFL into not what it is, because that's the entertainment industry and it's the sports industry, and they're best when they're kept in their respective categories, in my humble opinion. So, think about this for a second, and I know some people might disagree and they might get angry about that, but picture this for a second. Picture watching the Grammys, and then you see a bunch of football player types, like me, overweight men, belching and munching on snacks and yelling at TVs. Picture that at the Grammys. Would you really want that there? So would you want the Super Bowl halftime show and everything about that culture and the trends of that to expand to the entire games themselves? So that's the only thing I'm trying to advocate and prevent, from happening, to the Taylor Nation fans, Taylor Swift fans, if you want to start getting in the NFL, welcome to, football, and, we'll help you learn the game as best as you can. I brand myself as the casual Lions fan for that exact reason, because I know I don't know everything about football, and I know there's a lot of people who don't know too much about football, and we can work together to figure it out, to make the game as enjoyable as possible, because, if we overload too much, then we get confused and bored. And that is not a Taylor Swift lyric pun, by the way. We're happy, lonely, confused, and bored at the same time. I butchered that, but that was not intended for that. But yes, let's have fun with this news right now. But, people running the NFL and running the stories, please don't, change what's going on with the NFL to make it about, the Taylor Swift stuff, because everything is going great with both sides, both news categories, the entertainment world and the sports world. So that's what my hope is for. The only thing that I will allow you guys to change, if you can pull it off, is the refs to start calling fair games, specifically with the Lions, Detroit Lions, because the refs have done a bad job with that with the Lions for a long time. Although tides are starting to turn these days, but that could change any week, So, and I probably am highly considering live streaming the Sunday night game, the Jets and the Chiefs, and I might just kind of make a fun with it and just make it like a paparazzi thing and not focus on the game and just be like, what is Taylor doing right now? And just commentate on, she turned her head slightly to the left, and just analyze the Easter eggs just like everybody else does. So, but yeah. Olaya, I see you in the chat. What's going on, my man? I was just doing my halftime raid bait, which is basically me ranting about the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce situation. And my point being, don't let Taylor Nation corrupt the NFL and that sort of thing.